Welcome in then to the latest edition of Extra Time.
Past Augie's bedtime.
Past Augie's bedtime. Craig's
tell.
last day before he goes on holiday.
He's hammering everybody,
Yeah,
Augie.
everyone's getting it.
Golf trip.
Mark, why are you outside Wembley with the rest of them?
I am going to Wembley. I'm on holiday next week.
Oh, lovely. Where are you going? Rochdale?
I got a weekend in Marrakesh.
Oh, very nice, lovely.
Unlike me, I got a week in Leeds.
Craig's going to Leeds on holiday to play golf in the rain with lots of old men. There we are. Is McKenna making the right decision staying at Ipswich, Craig?
Yes, I think so. They have some stability at the club. He's had back-to-back seasons of success. He's got a new contract, bumper payday for him. I don't think he's ready to step into some of the mess of the clubs that have been looking for managers, i.e. Chelsea and Man United. And yeah, they could be relegated this year, but doesn't make you a bad manager. So I think he's done the right thing.
Was he close at all to either of those clubs, Mark?
I don't think he was, and I think he may have thought he was, but actually he wasn't. And I think the one that I think he was probably closest to was Brighton. I think Brighton were very keen on McKenna. I think that would have been a good step. But I think Craig's right. It would have been eaten alive at Chelsea or United because it's just too big a step, to take a job of that magnitude, having never managed in the Premier League. And certainly United, where he did leave United under a bit of a cloud in the sense that some of the players that were there at the same time were not massively convinced by his coaching. Now, that might say a lot more about the players than about Kieran McKenna, because we know that Man United players haven't been too great in the last few years. But I think staying at Ipswich is by far the best move he could have made right now.
Shaka, which new manager will have the greatest impact next season? Wow. So we got Flick at Barcelona, we got Company, obviously, at Bayern Munich, we got Arne Slot, we got Leicester guy who's going to Chelsea.
Maresca.
Flick. I go with Hansi Flick.
Has Jurgen won you over? He was very excited.
Well, Flick certainly has that experience in managing Bayern with some of the politics that certainly got the better of Xavi. And it's still a good squad. It's a squad that won La Liga last season. So of all those, I think Hansi Flick gets the best job done.
What's happening with Ten Hag? I'm sorry to dive.
That's all right. We can turn this into that conversation if you want.
Sorry to digress, but
you need some closure before you go.
Before I go on my whistle-stop tour around the globe.
He'll be right around the corner in Leeds. He could just nip down.
Well, I could drive up.
Hey, Eric.
What's happening with Ten Hag?
Invite Eric to some golf.
Craig, when are you back from holiday? When are you back in the US?
I don't like to give the things to the yes.
Well, put it this way: you might still be waiting for Ten Hag's future to be decided. So, look, it's one of those situations where it's fluid, shall we say?
Wow.
Oh man.
There we are.
That's nobody knows.
I feel Oggie's keeping something from us.
Sounds like a cop out, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's hiding
Marrakesh.
something.
He'll get the call.
Yeah, it sounds like I don't know.
House.
What's going on, Mark? What are they waiting for?
Well, I mean, the story that the club would put out is that there's a review going on right now, and they're taking the time over it, a bit of due diligence, putting a bit of distance between what happened at the weekend, taking the emotion out of it. I mean, my view is that this decision has already been made. It was made before the cup final, and that they decided that Ten Hag wasn't the man. The cup final has kind of embarrassed them a little bit in the sense that you can't get rid of him so quickly. So put a bit of distance between it, give it a week, give it 2 weeks, have a long, drawn-out review, and then decide that thanks for your time, Eric, but it's time to move on. I think that's the issue right now, that they can't base it off the cup final. I think he will be gone maybe next week.
So what's Eric doing? Just walking around the Arndale?
He's gone on holiday. He's gone on holiday, so I don't know where he's gone to, but he's gone on holiday.
Is he going to Leeds?
Maybe he's looking at his phone every 5 minutes.
What's the point in going to Marrakesh if you're only going to stay indoors?
No, look at Mark. He embraces the sun, don't you?
No. There's no way Augie can step outside in Marrakesh. He's going to come back like a tomato.
It's got a good nighttime market in the dark. That's where I'll be going. Where there's no sunshine.
Oh, lovely.
Either that, or he's got a 50-foot umbrella. He's going to.
Or we can have one of Stevie's big hats. Remember the ones that he used to wear when he goes to Disney when he was in Madrid?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't go to Madrid. What was he wearing?
Like a big straw. What? Did he not wear it at the golf at all when he used to play?
Probably.
He must have. Yeah, he's only going to have one hat. He's
Yeah,
not
of course.
going to buy
Why
two.
buy two hats? Why buy two hats when you can have one?
Exactly.
You've only got one head. Why buy two hats when you've only got one head?
Why buy some different hats when you can have one dirty, smelly, sweaty hat in the 90-degree heat that you put on, your head sweats
Yeah.
all over it,
Yes.
and that's your go-to hat?
Yeah. I'm going to Vegas next week. It's 109 there.
Oh.
No, in the casino it's not.
No, exactly. Where are we going? Mark, could Xavi be Pep's successor at City?
I don't think so. I just think that's the idea there is that the Barcelona connection. But I think when Pep leaves Man City, the Barcelona connection at Man City goes with him. I think that that structure which is there with Chiqui Begiristain, who's his big mate, who's the director of football. I don't see him sticking around afterwards. I think when Pep Guardiola leaves, I think City will go in a different direction. And I don't think Xavi's done enough at Barcelona or prior to that in Qatar to earn the Man City job. So no, I wouldn't expect Xavi to turn up in Manchester anytime soon.
Shaka, how would Ederson's potential departure from Manchester City affect the chance of winning domestic titles and the Champions League? Additionally, who should they consider as his replacement? Reports that he's going to leave in the summer, of course, coming out.
Well, obviously depends on who he gets in. Ortega has been a very good deputy to Ederson.
Lost in the final, though.
Okay, so scrap the whole team?
That's
Is that
That's
the plan?
it. Yeah, get rid of them.
We just
That's it.
get rid of everybody. I think Ortega has done well every time he's come in. Whether you decide to go somewhere else, I'm not sure. But I
You haven't even
think,
seen that fussed. You haven't seen that bothered at all. Goalkeeping question, Shang. Sure.
I know, no, but my point is, I don't think that getting rid of Ederson changes City that much.
Right.
I think they're cool.
I mean, I'm going to have to come on from Leeds at this rate.
Get Shaka going. Is there any truth to these
Fire you
Ederson
up.
rumours, Mark?
Yeah, I think he's certainly ready to consider a move, but I do think there's also an element of him wanting a bit of love from City, maybe a bit of a new contract. But I think he'd move. I think he'd definitely move if the opportunity came to him. So I think he'll stay, but I wouldn't rule out that he would pursue a move.
Dan and Shaka, you've just had a rough day. Would you rather have a night out to cheer you up with Mark or Craig?
Well, we know apparently Mark does his best work at night, or so he's telling us.
Mark will take us down
Nighttime
at
in
night
Marrakesh.
market.
Well, hold on. You know, I am a bit of a social animal when I'm out, but you do call me bad names.
A social animal? What does that even mean?
It means I tend to stay at a distance.
Yes, very much.
I'm never usually one to slink off. I'm usually there till the lights are switched out. However, I take umbrage at you using naughty words when we're out, calling me names across public bars.
Well, yes, that was an incident which we need to forget about.
Let's keep bringing it up.
That's what I tried to keep up drinking with him and Macca.
That's a bad idea.
And also,
That's a bad idea.
I don't take kindly to the manager coming up to me and going, "Excuse me, no more drinks. I can't serve your friend over there."
Yes, that's true. That was long time ago. Long time ago. Firstly, I've matured since then. There you
Screwing it
go.
up for the whole team.
Don't try and keep up with
Take your
ex-footballers.
friend off.
No, I think both of them.
Okay. Your annoying little friend over there. I looked over and I was like,
It's all right. Lesson learnt, Mark. It's all right. Here we are. We turned the page on that.
Was it lesson learned?
Yes.
Was it really?
"You've grown up, haven't you?"
Yes, very much so. Very mature these days. For Mark, will you be in Germany for the Euros? If so, what are you looking forward to visit while covering some games? That's from Derek.
Well, yes, I will be in Germany. So I don't know what. Berlin, I guess. See if we can find some of the wall. I mean, it's still there, isn't it? Some of it, but
We can
set you up with Derek. He can give you the top 10.
we can recommend Berlin. Can't we?
There we go. Yes, don't talk about that either.
You've matured since then.
Oh, there may have been.
Shut up! Talk. So what happens, Mark? Do you get assigned a team or a city?
What's that? Sorry, do I get a team or a city? I just go wherever I'm sent. So I'm doing about 5 or 6 different cities. So I'm a very lucky boy. I'll be seeing lots of Germany this summer. So Frankfurt, Dusseldorf,
if you want to
Dortmund,
see any museums or
all the nice places.
Get in touch with Derek Ray. He's very excited.
There you go.
Yeah, he's very excited. He's doing.
I think he'll be a little bit busy doing press conferences.
Yeah, Derek said, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to cover it. I'm not going to do it.
Right. Okay, well...
Guess what?
There you are.
He's done it. Can't help it.
For everyone, who's your top 3 to win the Euros? Mark, you're covering it. You probably pay a bit more attention than these two.
The top 3, well, I'd probably say France, Portugal and Germany.
Where's England on that list, Mark?
Oh, he's double bluffing.
Losing
Doesn't wanna jinx
semi-finalists.
Rocky, let me give you the Frank Leboeuf top 3.
France.
Canada, Denmark,
Denmark,
Mexico.
Denmark, definitely. Yes, you're right, Shaq. Canada are in there.
Canada in the Euros.
Canada are in there.
Finished top 3 in the Euros.
There's an outsider.
Argentina.
Do you really think England... It's a serious question. No, man. Do you really think in your mind...
Yes.
Small.
Yes.
Do you really think in your mind England are going to win it?
Of course. Look at it. We are absolutely stacked.
No, you're not stacked. You're stacked on the forward area.
But we don't need to worry about the defence.
And it unravels.
If we concede 4, we'll score 5. It's no problem.
Well, you didn't do that at the World Cup.
Well, don't worry.
I think you have a chance, Dan. I think you've got a good chance.
You've been saying that since 66.
England in May 3.
Look at the run. What, Euro final, semi-final?
England in May 3. England in May 3.
Oh, good. Thank you, Shaka.
You're welcome, Dan.
Who's the
going to
third?
win it?
Who's the third?
I've got France and Germany in there.
Oh, you've got Germany.
Oh, Germany?
Really?
Yeah.
What, because
All right, we've got lots of more time to look over to the Euros. Let's get on with this. Final question. Mark, does reaching at least the semi-finals in the Euros guarantee Southgate the United job?
I don't think it makes a difference whether he gets knocked out of the group stage or whether he wins it. I think that the people at United who want him regardless of where the Euros is an insignificance in terms of United. I think it's an insignificance and an interruption they could do without. So I don't think it makes any difference. Even if they win it, a lot of the United fans won't want him, so it makes no difference. So for me, I think it's a case of if they get knocked out of the group stage, it cuts the time frame down, so that probably helps. But I don't think England's performance at the Euros makes a bit of difference to Gareth Southgate's hopes of the United job.
Does it matter a jot whether some United fans want him or not? Because at the end of the day, it's a business decision, isn't it?
Absolutely. I don't think. I think that if the owners listen to what the fans thought, I think that a lot of clubs will make the wrong decisions, won't they? I think fans have an emotional view of where a club should be run, and the owners have a different view. And a lot of the times the owners are wrong, but I remember back in the day when Mark Hughes was sat by Man City and Roberto Mancini was sat by Man City. On both occasions, the fans were up in arms about it. But each time the owners got it right. So I think the owners have got to back their judgment and back the judgment of their football people and see how it goes. But Gareth Southgate, all he has to do is give a press conference, sign a couple of players, win a couple of games, and it'll be fine if he gets the United job.
That's it, Mark. Have a lovely time in Marrakesh. Craig, have a lovely time in
next week.
I bet I have a better time in Leeds than he does in Marrakesh.
Yeah, but it's Mark. That's it. That brings us to the end of the show.
It's a very low bar.
ESPN FC back. So you're off tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow.
I think Steve
Oh my
is here.
God, who's here?
So Ali
I don't
and
care.
Steve are here, and then Robbo.
I don't even ask
Sid
that.
Lowe. Sid Lowe's here
Sid.
to look ahead to the Champions League
Nerdy
final. Nerdy Sid. You got a stupid doctorate.